I literally had this leak photo of the mini Stay Puft marshmallows ready to make a video for you guys and spread the truth. As soon as I saw the opening, I knew.
Baskin Robbins always finds out, bro.
Hey Ghostbusters fans, thanks so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. Sony has released some first piece of marketing that kind of spoils something that I probably bet was supposed to be a big surprise in Ghostbusters Afterlife, but because this movie has been delayed so far, it has outlived the merchandise for the film that Sony just had to release something to let the public know it's in the movie, because you're going to start seeing it in your grocery stores. What I'm going to do here for you guys is not only showing you the footage, talking about what this means for Ghostbusters Afterlife, getting us a little hyped up about it. So once I go ahead and show you the clips, guys, be sure to leave me your thoughts down below. Are you upset that they made this change to Stay Puft Marshmallow? Do you like the change? Could you live with it? What do you think they could have done maybe slightly different? I think this is pretty cool, but I could see some diehard Ghostbuster fans getting kind of upset about this just because, well, they seem to get upset about anything after the original Ghostbusters. So let me just go ahead and play you what they showed us.
Jamocha. Strawberry, red velvet, blue velvet.
Alright, so what we have right here is Paul Rudd's character, who will be playing a teacher and a seismologist in Ghostbusters Afterlife. Seismologist is a person who studies earthquakes. He's been noticing that in this small town, there's been unusual amount of earthquakes when geographically, it doesn't make sense for this town to be having earthquakes. I gotta be honest though, as much as I love this clip and I'm really happy that we got to see these little Stay Puft marshmallows, I would not be surprised if this is actually not in the movie at all and it's some sort of promotional work, because you do have Baskin Robbins right front and center, and then you have other products there that are obvious product placements. This doesn't feel like it fits within the movie, and also Paul Rudd does look slightly different than he did in the Ghostbusters Afterlife trailers. I'm thinking that they shot this only maybe a month or couple weeks ago because they knew pretty soon merchandise for Ghostbusters Afterlife would be hitting stores and it would contain all these little Stay Puft marshmallows, that the secret would be out of the bag. Might as well announce something. And that's what I was telling you guys. For a couple months I've had these leaked photos and I wanted to make a video on it, but it's also just such a huge surprise in the movie. I didn't want to ruin it for some people, but now that they did, let me go ahead and show you. For one, we have cereal that'll be popping up in your grocery store that contains these little Stay Puft marshmallows. I thought it was only going to be about 3 of them. From this piece right here, it's going to be a whole bunch of little guys. We also had this other like slime mix for Ghostbusters Afterlife that gave me a better clear image of these little Stay Puft marshmallows. Obviously this is in reference to the giant Stay Puft marshmallow that we got to see in the first Ghostbusters movie, and it's kind of become a staple of the franchise and really iconic with it. This is, I think, the thing that they're doing very well in this Ghostbusters Afterlife movie compared to the 2016 version, where yeah, they tried bringing in just this giant white bean that resembled a Stay Puft marshmallow, because that's what we know with the franchise. With something like Ghostbusters Afterlife, it's bringing back that nostalgia of, oh, we know you like Stay Puft Marshmallow, but we ain't gonna make him giant in this one. He's gonna have a little army of tiny marshmallows, which I think just sounds hilarious and so adorable. They better be making pop figures out of this thing because I want it so bad. But along with that, if there was anybody out there kind of upset that they downsized the Stay Puft Marshmallow, it's going to be pretty obvious that you can easily combine all these marshmallows from the small town to probably end up making one giant Stay Puft marshmallow. At least that's what I would think that they're trying to do here. But it's just the way this Ghostbusters Afterlife movie is working, where they're able to do callbacks to the original. We've seen that a lot in the trailers, where they had some stacking bookshelves letting us know that was a callback to Library Ghost in the first movie. We've gotten a hint of some of the demon dogs that'll be showing back up to probably possess a couple of people in here. And most recently, we just had comments from Bill Murray talking about how painful it was to shoot for Ghostbusters Afterlife because he had to wear a proton pack and that thing was heavy. They were making him get up and down, wind and dirt thrown in his face. Lets us know Bill Murray and the OGs that are still alive will be part of Ghostbusters Afterlife, most likely at the end with some big battle. And unless it's them just fighting a tiny little army of Stay Puft Marshmallows, I gotta believe maybe they come together to make one giant one, or this could just be a little throwaway, a little hint. You Ghostbuster fans remember Stay Puft, so here he is, but there could be another monster, most likely Zuul, as we have gotten Easter eggs about Zuul being in this movie. This isn't the only new incarnation of a ghost that we've gotten so far. We have a different looking Slimer that'll be introduced in this movie that we also gotten better looks at thanks to some international kid cooking show. This ghost's name is Muncher, and obviously being called that just because he's gonna munch on everything around, he'll be the new sort of friendly ghost we get. But if they're bringing back Stay Puft, you know Slimer's gotta be in there somewhere, gonna be palling up with this guy, or maybe some arch rivalry will be happening. This could still be a really great sign for Ghostbuster fans, because like I said, I'm kind of hoping it isn't the fact that a lot of merchandise is coming out to stores and it's kind of ruining these little Stay Puft Marshmallow surprise in the movie, but it's the fact that now that Sony has finally put out some marketing for the film, it is a guarantee that they're not trying to move the release date any further for Ghostbusters Afterlife, because Sony has been the stingiest studio so far in the pandemic, which I guess I can't blame them. They want to make as much money from these movies they work hard to make, but their movies like Spider-Man No Way Home, Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage, or Ghostbusters Afterlife, they have said, we will not release these movies until theaters are at max capacity and people can show up to them. And well, we know the world right now, that's not going to be a thing for a little while, but a good film called Godzilla vs. Kong recently came out and made a lot of money during limited seating that I think maybe Sony is taking another look and thinking, well, maybe if it's not max capacity, we could still make a good chunk of cheddar and people won't lose interest from us just delaying this film over and over. Because I know every time I bring up Ghostbusters Afterlife, there's a bunch of you that completely forgot this movie was coming out, or some that are just sick of hearing stuff about it and want to just see the damn movie already. I know that's how I'm feeling about Black Widow. So this little promotion might be the sign we need to know that it is being released this year and it won't be delayed anymore. And it also is a good sign if you want some Venom 2 stuff, or if you want some Spider-Man No Way Home footage out there, we might be getting that in the coming weeks. Either way, I absolutely love this clip for Ghostbusters Afterlife. I think it's a nice little way to get us reintroduced to the franchise. Let us know there's new ghosts coming, there's some familiar ghosts coming. I want to know from you guys, do you think this is actually a clip that is in Ghostbusters Afterlife, or they just filmed this ahead of time, or they just recently filmed this to just kind of let you know these little puff marshmallows will be showing up in the movie, but without ruining any footage of the actual film on how they show up? Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.